Hi y'all, Auntie here. Remix Candles had another pop-up today in Glendale. And let me tell you how it was. It was slow. It was slow. I'm sorry. I stopped because I feel like it just wasn't going anywhere. So, like I said, today was slow financially. But I got a wealth of information, child. And I did some networking. Look, I'm gonna tell you something about networking. Networking is not only when you go to an event for networking. If you are a true entrepreneur like myself, networking is every day. Every day you're repping your brand. Every day, every day. Everywhere you go, everywhere you go. Yes, my name is Akar Hatcher, the founder and owner of Remix Candle Co. I make candles. I upcycle my vessels. So all of my vessels have a past and a beautiful future is what I give it with my candles. One more day. Okay? One more day. Tomorrow might be the big day. Tomorrow. But is disappointment knocking at my door, tap dance like, girl, you want to come on out here. Come on out here. You know you mad that you didn't make blankety blank the blank blank. And everybody wasn't loving you. But the good news, the good part of it all, ooh, you can't see nothing, just shadows in my bright future. Okay, that's all you saw from that director, just my bright future. But I did great networking. I connected with another fragrance curator. Let me tell you something, and she's about that. I mean, when I say she about that, now imagine if I get the other person I had curated since and this person together. No, nah. Black excellence exploding everywhere. Women, men, let me tell you something. Great things is in the future. And in my thought for today, I come to realize in my communion with God and just taking a moment and thanking Him for the opportunity to vend my product, to introduce people to my product, my babies, my candles. I realize that creativity comes from lack. And I heard specifically this: for those who are out there oppressing people, you're just making them stronger. That's why they keep getting better and better. I would tell you the keys on how to destroy someone, but you have been doing a horrible job, oppressors, at oppressing people. Now, when I say that those who are oppressed, it's like, what are you talking about? They're doing a horrible job, baby. In that oppression, you learn innovative ways to do things and get by on life and still thrive in this life. When someone has got their foot on your neck trying to keep you down, it produces creativity. It really does. Lack it creates innovation. Think about every invention that's ever been made. It is because something was lacking. Everything. It was something that was a need. There was a need that was needed. A better way of doing it. And if you really want to destroy a person, give them everything they ever wanted and ever needed. Give them everything. Spoil them. That's what they call spoiling a person. Is you do everything for them. They don't have to ever do it. So when they're left alone, they don't know how to handle anything. Think about it. Think about that spoiled cousin, the brother, sister, that they can't do ish by themselves because mom or dad did everything for them. They don't know how to stand on their 2 feet. They ain't creative. They ain't doing nothing. Destroyed. Spoiled to death. Okay? I can understand nepotism, but you still should have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not just going to give you this money and do this. You're going to have to show me that you know how to run a business. So you got to, that's good parenting. And you pass a business, or you help them, not give them a business, help them get a business. Or help them. We as parents should be guiding our children in the way they should go, not the way we want them to go. In other words, parents, listen to your kids. Watch your kids. You know if you got a creative child. You know if you have a book smart child, and they'll probably be good to go to college and get some corporate job. And you know when you have a creative who is opposed to authority, can't be contained, is always, into something creative. And you should be guiding them in a way of a creative way. I'm just saying. I'm only 54 years old, and I made all the mistakes. How did this get into parenting? Well, this is how we get into parenting. I was talking about destroying people, and that creativity comes come from lack, come from a need. And that really the oppressed is the most creative and the most creative people in the world. I'm just saying. You wonder why certain people always seem to rise to the top like cream. Even though the world has done everything against them. It's because they've had to been innovative and been able to having to pivot and pivot and pivot their whole life. All my life I had to pivot. Okay? Use the shaky camera because I'm holding it. All my life I had to pivot. It just makes me the most creative person. People are like, how did she do it? Well, Jesus and creativity. I had to make some things work as this entrepreneur. But I know how to make it work because, hey, I wasn't given everything. I mean, there was a time I have been spoiled before, but not a lot. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 2 of the Spring Fest in Glendale, Arizona.